So, hey everybody. As many of you know, I have been deeply involved with the Gene Keys for many, many years, and especially through the Dream Arc, which I've had just the greatest honor of co-creating with Richard Rudd and the Gene Keys team and helping to bring this incredible magical journey into the world. And recently, I've taken a pretty big leap, stepping into a much more independent chapter of my life and my work. And of course, I will always be lovingly connected to the Gene Keys, but this new phase is giving me the freedom to devote my time and creative energy to a broader spectrum, let's say, of things that I have felt called to nurture, like the Wisdom Keeper's Oracle deck and books, the Universal Love Curriculum, global initiatives, which are deeply connected to the Gene Keys and the Dream Arc, and like the Love Ripple campaign, which I hope you've heard about, and if not, I will share more about it at another time. And of course, continuing to support the Dream Arc in new heart-aligned ways. So it feels kind of like a homecoming, like a return to the heart of my own creative ecosystem. And so I thought to honor this moment, I would do something that I haven't really done before, at least not in this context, which is just pull a Wisdom Keeper card for myself. And let's see which Wisdom Keeper wants to walk beside me in the coming weeks and months, and perhaps beside all of us, because often when we draw something for ourselves, we are actually doing it on behalf of the whole, a big Gene Keys teaching. And and let's see what we need to help us move into whatever next unfolding is calling us. And I'm going to pick a card. Oh, wow. It's the Wisdom Keeper of Humanity. Now, for you Gene Keys lovers, the Wisdom Keeper is connected to Gene Key 36. For Dream Arc enthusiasts, he's connected to the squirrel and the salamander and the nuthatch. And now I'm just going to read a little bit from the inner guidebook, and then maybe I'll end with a question for all of us, myself included, to contemplate together. And just so you know, that the shadow from the spectrum of consciousness created by Richard for this particular Gene Key or Wisdom Keeper is turbulence. And the most divine emanation, the city, is humanity. Now I'm feeling that. Okay, come to celebrate your humanity, to remind you of your innate goodness, and to reassure you that there is no feeling in you that is inherently wrong or bad. No matter what you've done or experienced in life, you are innocent at your core. What matters now is not what you feel, but what you do with your feelings. I ask you, please don't reject your feelings or react to them. Simply acknowledge and embrace any emotional turbulence within you with compassion. Nervousness is only a sign that you have some feelings that need to be seen and embraced. Do not run from your pain, for along with your pain comes a great deal of pleasure. All right, well, here are a couple of questions for all of us to ponder. One is, what feelings do you tend to judge the most as being bad or shameful? And where might you be avoiding change or turbulence in your life? Well, I know I've got a lot to contemplate. This was really hitting home. I would say that this individuation process has been loving with a ton of goodwill, but it has not been without nervousness. It has not been without difficult feelings. And so this message for me is really helpful. It's just giving me permission to be human. So anyway, feel free to share your answer to the questions in the comments if you feel inspired or any other insight that comes to you. And thank you for witnessing this moment in my own personal leap.